All right, let's get started. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. My name is Arthur, and I am the Web Solutions Manager and 3CX Trainer at Leader and Yealink. Today with us, we have Spurs from Yealink, who will be taking us through the new growth opportunities for all our partners and also showcase the new Yealink headsets. So hi, Spurs. How are you? Spurs, can you hear me?
Oh, Arthur, hey, cool. Hello, everyone.
Good.
Yeah, it's a great time joining this Yealink Leader webinar with Arthur, and Arthur is going to take you guys through how 3CX Bridge Connect work for you guys, and me later going to introduce about how Yealink solution is going to benefit and empower your business.
Awesome. So I also want to address that if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them in chat. We'll address them at the end of the webinar. Also, we'll be giving away 2 headsets as prizes to the attendees of the webinar. So please stay with us till the end of the webinar. Now, before I let Spurs steal the show, I want to talk for a few minutes about VoIP in general and how Leader and Connect can help you sell VoIP solution to your customers. All right, so now what you see on your screen is a schematic diagram of a standard VoIP solution. In this diagram, you have a customer side where the end user is using either a soft phone or a desk phone to make and receive calls. Now, these phones are registered onto a phone system such as 3CX. Now, these phone systems use SIP trunks to allow the customer to make or receive calls to and from PSTN. These phone systems use SIP trunks, as I mentioned, and Breeze Connect is one of the most preferred SIP trunk providers on 3CX that offers you connectivity for your phone calls between your phone system and PSTN. Now, if you don't know what a SIP trunk is a virtual version of an analog phone line. Now, how can Leader help you deliver a perfect VoIP solution? Now, at Leader, you can get customer preferred Yealink hardware, such as Yealink phones and Yealink headsets. You can also get your 3CX licenses and hardware for your phone system needs through Leader. And finally, you have Breeze Connect to fulfill your SIP trunking requirements. Now, how to get started on selling this perfect solution? First, you become a Leader partner. Then you become a 3CX partner. You can link your 3CX partner ID to your Leader dealer shop account. Then you can become a Breeze Connect partner. And once you have gone through these steps, you have access to all the Leader VoIP hardware, 3CX licenses, and Breeze Connect SIP trunks that you can offer to your customers. Now, how you as a partner can benefit from getting customers to Breeze Connect. Breeze Connect offers ongoing commissions to their partners every month on all their customer invoices. By becoming a Breeze Connect partner, you get started with 7.5% commission, which you can ramp up to 15%. You can increase your commission tier either by increasing your 3CX certification level or by increasing your total monthly customer spend. Now, another added benefit of being a Breeze Connect partner is that you get free support from our team. Our team has engineers that are all 3CX advanced, SSCS certified, Yealink Microsoft Solutions certified, and they are also holders of Microsoft Teams Technical Solutions badge. So in case of any VoIP related assistance, you can reach out to us on sales@breezeconnect.com.au, or you can give us a call on 0870785300. Now, without any further ado, I will now let Spurs tell you all about the fantastic new growth opportunities that are coming up with Yealink. Over to you, Spurs.
Okay, thanks, Arthur. Really great presentation, and you can see that you could get all these 3CX or like communication services from Leader, and sell to your customers. And 3CX definitely one of the really great platform that we've been using and we've been experienced. And here on my side, I'm gonna, yeah, thank you. So I'm gonna share with you the how this Yealink new solution, especially on headsets, gonna empower your business and to be as a second growth point to a current service provider business. Let me show my screen. Okay. So, Arthur, am I sharing well?
I can see your GoToWebinar page.
Oh, okay, cool. It's okay. I'm gonna make it full screen here. Okay, I'm gonna go right after what Arthur just mentioned. How can we be like to even raise your per customer value? We have become the partners of 3CX or Bridge Connect. Okay, I'm going to talk about the new growth here. Okay, today we see these hybrid working modes become more and more regular now, and the headset market is definitely booming. So basically, nowadays everyone needs a pair of headsets when they bought a like communication service like 3CX or Teams calling license. And when you see the market trend, the business headset market revenue pre-COVID is like 1.5 times as phone revenue. I mean the growth rate, but now it's like twice and going up rapidly. And Yealink with Leader actually did it something like a experiment to 3CX partners only in Q2 that we promote this idea of 3CX license and a headset to bundle with. And that quarter in Q2 that we triple the sell out quantity in Q1 compared with Q1. So we reckon that the growth has just started. Okay. And according to the headset survey and all these business headset market reports globally, we see 80% of the people working in the office need a headset, and also a bunch of the headsets, like 60% plus, working with DECT headsets, working with the DECT phones directly. And currently, you can see all this market, all this data, all this growth point, but where do people go for headsets after buying like 3CX or Teams license from you? So most of them nowadays, they're just going to the online shops when they have done the license business with you. But this is actually the business that belongs to you because you're the one that serve them well, give them well, really great service. So it should be some like value added part from you guys, not some online resellers. Well, compared with the online resellers, your advantages are quite obvious because you already have the existing stable relationship with them. And while online resellers, well, they're more rely on newcomers, okay, like the pricing, lower pricing, and lowest pricing. And you're much more like professional than online resellers that on the after sale service because you're a service provider yourself. And Yealink definitely offer better support for service provider because that's like our core resellers, core channel base. And the sales mode for the headsets, I mean, for the service provider, uh, are quite simple. It's not new because it's been going on for like last 18 months. And most of the service provider sells the headset in three ways. Uh, they're all quite simple, one-time purchase on phones or headsets, or they would do some bundle leasing with licenses on a 2 or 3 years contract, or just one-time purchase after bought the license. So the third one become more and more popular here because it's really simple and it's what your customer, I mean the end customer need. from you after they bought the licenses from you. Okay, I'm going to talk about why Yealink and why Yealink gonna benefit more than the other brand in the past pages. Okay, firstly, we got this one-stop solution, not just headsets, and also handsets you may be more familiar with, and also the video conferencing devices that will conclude something like the devices like a meeting bot that you could use in the meeting room, and also the bring your own devices, we call it BYOD, like camera or the speaker that you could carry away with you in the office or the meeting rooms. And also, we got this YMCS, this one platform that can manage all these devices that I just mentioned. Okay, and also the pricing management that we really care a lot. That we won't let the online resellers that I mentioned in past pages that's gonna show in ultra low price to to do that bad competition online. That's something we're going to manage. So you guys don't need to worry about that. People just going to see the really low pricing online and not buying from you. And quality and affordable cost is just what Yealink is. It's not worth emphasizing. Just as I talked about this one-stop solution here, you can see from the phones, headsets, MTR means Microsoft Teams Room. It's a VC system for Windows, Android, and Teams panel for meeting room schedule, all the hardware. It's more complete solution compared with the other brands. And if you look into the headset part, it actually range from the USB ones, wired headsets, to wireless one, DACT, and Bluetooth headsets. And to talk a little bit more about the wireless headset, because wired headsets such as USB headset is really simple. You just plug in and play. And it's actually not that different from the wireless headset because you don't need to do the configuration that much. It's really simple. So to example, as a WH62, which is the best seller so far, you got to connect with BusyLight here. You could connect with your PC directly. You got a ring bell on the base, and all this peripheral that could connect it with, and got two microphones that could that's gonna filtering the background noise. I'm gonna show you a video later on how good that background noise cancellation working on Yealink headsets. And if you selling, Yealink phones also, that's good because Yealink DAC headset could connect with Yealink phone directly with via the USB port. No need to have like EHS cable to make your desk looks messy. And on top of the WH62, we have 66 and 67, which is the new concept of UC workstation. And you can have a charger here and a screen that you can pick up, hold, hand up. All this operation via touch screen. Okay, so that's a more like fancier concept, and this could be like the only device other than the PC on your desk when you are working. And the new wireless headset range is on the Bluetooth range. We have BH72 just released in Q1, and the unique design part shows that it's a hidden mic here. It's a retractable, and it's not only a headset you could, fits your business, but also something you could, wear like pre or post work time, listen to music, radio. It won't feel like weird because you don't get this boom arm right on your headsets. Okay, it's hidden here. You could put it up and put it in. And if you choose the wireless charging stand version, you could charge your mobile phone wirelessly, while you could hang the headset on that charger. And actually, we made this B72 targeting on Jabra Evolve 65. I mean, the quality and features will be at the Evolve 2 65. You can see we want it to be like, quite chunky and comfortable on the ear cushion and headband. But actually, the pricing, it will be at Evolve 65 first generation. So it's really a great seller, I would say, if somebody will ask for a Bluetooth headset from you. Well, at the end of the day, we think what matters most on the business headset, it will be the background noise cancellation, because you're working in the office or you're working from home, your kids are, I'm not sure, laughing and crying pretty out loud, and you definitely don't want your partners, I mean, on the other end of the phone, want to hear that. That just seemed really unprofessional. So this BNC, background noise cancellation, we think that's the most matter stuff in a business headset. And we got this really optimized protocol across the whole range. USB headset, WH62 that I just mentioned, and also on a Bluetooth headset. I have a video that I could show you how good this background noise cancellation is. I have, okay, so this one is now working on the presentation, but I could show you. Also, just let me know if it's playing well.
All right, it's playing now. If you can
Okay,
play
cool.
that now,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see it. Yeah.
I'll click it.
Back to back. All right, this is how loud it is in the room here. And as you can tell, the decibel reading. All right, now here is the Blackwire 8225 with the same blender on in the background here. Testing 1, 2, 3. And I'll be quiet and you can pay attention to the decibel reader. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to connect up the Yealink, or switch it over to the Yealink, and then do the same test so that you can see how well this microphone's performing. And what you're looking for is you want to be able to hear my voice loud and clear and not that crazy blender noise. All right, now this is the Yealink WH62 wireless headset. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, and then I'll be quiet and you can see how loud it is in this room here. So that should give you a good idea of how much noise is being canceled. And again, with this microphone, you also want to listen for which one is able to hear loud and clear without too much.
Okay. Yeah, the video is finished. So I think that will give you an idea of how great this background noise cancellation is, and how it's that important to your customer when they really want to talk or discuss something important online with your customers. Okay, so back to my presentation. Well, actually, it's pretty much the end of it. Okay, so that's pretty much the Yealink headset solution, this whole solution introduction. And we do have the NFR program, 50% off the MSRP that you could get from Leader. That's going to be $2 maximum for each model, but that would be limited to the new Yealink headset resellers only. Well, if you have bought the Yealink phones and been selling that for years, but you have never reached to the Yealink headset range, then you're accessible to this NFR program. Okay, and the other one is that you could share this link. Well, Leader is gonna share this link. I mean, gonna post this up with some, because we did it in May also. Pass this. I mean, to share this on LinkedIn, and you guys just need to share it. Just need to retweet on LinkedIn or any other platform, and you have a chance to win free Yealink headsets. And what we would be giving out would be this model, this BH72 that I just mentioned with the wireless charging stand. Okay, so that's two programs that will be running in the next 2 months. That would be August and September. That you could give it a try if you think that Yealink has going to benefit and raise your customer value to your business. Okay, thank you. Now it's question time.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Spurs, for sharing that wealth of information with all our partners. So as you mentioned, now we can move on to the questions we have received so far. So our first question is, are the Breeze Connect licenses the same cost as 3CX directly? So the way the Breeze Connect works is basically Breeze Connect is a SIP trunk provider. So we provide SIP trunking plans. So those SIP trunking plans you can see on our website as well. So if you go to breezeconnect.com.au and go to plans and check out our SIP trunking plans over there, you'll be able to see the plans that we have to offer. So the first one that we have is pay-as-you-go plan, and the second one we have is a plus plan. So a pay-as-you-go plan is in which you just pay a subscription charge and you pay for the outgoing calls that you make. And with a plus plan, it also includes the outgoing call charges. So you can check out those plans on the Breeze Connect website. And Breeze Connect also has to offer hosted PBX, so you can check that out as well. And there are hosted PBX plans also available on our website. So the next question we have is, does Breeze Connect have a soft phone app? Currently, we don't. That's something that is in the pipeline, and we are working on that. We don't have a date yet on when it would be made available, but as I said, we are working on it and it should be available soon. All right, so next question. Do Bluetooth headsets work with mobile phones? Spurs, do you want to take that?
Yeah, that definitely work with mobile phones. It's standard Bluetooth protocol. So it works with every mobile phone.
Awesome. Our next question is, which model Yealink handsets are the USB connections compatible with currently?
With the headset range that I just mentioned?
I believe the question is more about the Yealink handsets. And the USB connections compatible. So there are T43Us, so T4U models are there. They have the USB slots in them, so you can check those out. Plus there are T5 models, Yealink T5s, which is T53W, T54W. You can check those out as well. So those are the handsets that you can use from Yealink for USB connection. Plus there is a T58W and T57W available as well. So these handsets do have a USB slot, and you can use the USB headsets with them.
Yeah, also DECT ones, because you could just plug it in the USB connection with the DECT base, and you could use the headset as a wireless headset.
Absolutely. So for example, I'm using W866. So W866 is a USB deck, has a USB deck base. So you plug that into the phone and you can use that headset as a wireless headset. All right, so our next question is, are the Yealink headsets compatible across most Windows-based soft phones? I have clients with other vendors' soft phones. Also, do they support the HID features so that buttons such as call pickup or drop volume, etc. work too?
Yeah, I think I could share the Yealink headset. The compatible list. We have a compatible compatibility list on our website, and I think we could send a link to all these attendees after the webinar.
Absolutely, absolutely, we can. So, Rob, this was your question. So, what we can do is, as soon as I have the link from Spurs, I can share that with you and share the compatibility list with you.
Yeah, the major platform is not a problem, like Teams, 3CX, Zoom. Yeah, all this stuff works fine.
Awesome. So, we have another question, and that's from Benjamin. How does the background noise cancellation work in a call center environment with multiple people talking?
The protocol is actually filtering the noise or other voice or sounds that's got a distance like over like half a meter. So that's how the protocol works. If that sound or anybody talks is like half a meter away from the microphone, then it's going to be filtered. So if the call center, then all these employees not sitting that close, it shouldn't be a problem. You could have one and try it yourself. Get a NFR model. It's working really like perfectly.
Awesome. Our next question is, can two devices be connected to one headset? Example, a PC and a phone, or two phones?
The DACT or Bluetooth.
So I believe, yeah, if it's a decked headset,
Oh, sure,
do you think,
sure.
yep,
You know,
perfect.
so like the WH62 that I just mentioned here, change up here. So you got two USB port. You could plug one into your PC and the other one to your handsets. Okay, and same thing on the Bluetooth. Bluetooth can be connected to multiple calling devices, and whenever the call's from, you could just pick it up.
Awesome. So Spurs, would that be possible with a Bluetooth headset as well, such as
Yeah,
BH72?
yeah. You could connect this one headset to maybe two mobile phone, or one to a handset, or the other to a PC.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, we have another question. I have a lot of small customers, example, only up to 5 users. I currently recommend options from Exitel and INET where it costs $35 to $55 per handset per month, including calls. How can I be competitive with 3CX or Breeze Connect? Or is the latter only really for large deployments? So with INET or Excel, usually what happens is they have a contract. Whereas with Breeze Connect, there is no contract. So that's the benefit of being with Breeze Connect. Plus, we offer the flexibility to customers to change in their plans as and when they require. So, for example, they start with the pay-as-you-go plan where they can see what's their usage like, and based on that, they can make the decision to switch to a plus plan if required, or change the number of channels they want, whether it's reducing the number of channels or increasing the number of channels. So they can always make changes to their plans as per their requirement. So that's the flexibility that they get. And plus, the thing is, the customer can get the handsets and they then own the handsets. So they don't have to be for a certain contract period where they are constantly paying over that period for those handsets. With us, they are just paying for the SIP trunking plan and they own the handsets once they purchase them. I hope, Rob, that answers your question. We have another question. With the new Bluetooth headsets, it doesn't look like you can extend the ear cups as normal headsets. Spurs?
Expand the which part?
So the ear cups that are there, the cushions. So you can't really move them. I believe that's the question that Bert is asking.
Okay, the ear cushion, right?
Yeah.
Because from the headset that we developed, like USB ones and DAC one, they all it can be, the cushions can be replaceable. But I'm not really sure about this BH72. I need to find out and be back to you. Thank you for the question, though.
But also one more thing, those ear cups, you can move them. They are slightly movable. So since I have used the BH72, you can slightly move them according to your comfort, and you can adjust them accordingly as well.
Oh, you just
We have,
want to adjust the
I'm
angle,
sorry?
not to replace it, right? If it's
No, no,
just
no.
about the angle, no?
Yeah. Yes, that's the angle. I believe that's the angle, and
Oh, okay.
extending the ear cups. And if you see,
Mhm.
that can be extended. If you look at the headset image, Bert, it can be extended a little. So yeah, based on your comfort, you can always extend them and adjust them as per your requirement. Uh, but we have another question, and the question is, are any parts replaceable on the headset?
And the ear cushions are replaceable, and well, it's just gonna be different models like the WH63. Then the headband is replaceable. It's replaceable as well. It depends on the models. Most of the parts, most of the models, the people just want to replace their cushions, so they're all replaceable.
Is the battery replaceable on the BH72 Spurs?
Uh, I'm not sure, but you know the battery life. I mean let me see here. Let me get you some data here. The talk time could be up to 35 hours. So I don't think the battery is replaceable currently by the users. I mean.
Got it.
Mhm.
All right. So we have another question. Which of these headsets work with W52P and T46U for existing customers?
If you want to connect with W52P, I suppose you got to be with this USB ones because it can only be connected with these 3.5 micrometer ports. You know, you need to unplug this cable. You can see here, this one. You need to put it up and plug this one into that port. And the other model is T4U.
T46U, yes.
T40 T46U. Okay, then everything is compatible. That's the latest model. That's
Right. So
yeah.
Bill, with the W52P, as Spurs mentioned, you can use the USB wired headsets. You just need to use the 3.5 cable with that and unplug the USB part of it. And then you can use that with the W52P model. And for the T46Us, you can use all the headsets that you see on the screen. So we have another question. Are the Yealink physical phones, for example, T53W, getting USB-C, and when is that expected to be added?
USB-C on T53.
Yes. On a T53W, is there something in the pipeline for getting a USB-C slot on them instead of a USB-A?
I suppose currently maybe you should be looking for a transfer cable, like USB-A to USB-C. We don't have plan on that currently.
Got it. We have another question. So the firmware of the T46U, for example, supports these headsets. I believe they do. So with T46U, these are again the new range Yealink handsets, and these do work with the BH72. And BH72 also comes with a small dongle which you can plug into the phone, and that acts as a Bluetooth connection device. So you can use that as well for using the Bluetooth connectivity method. And again, you can use any of the USB deck-based headsets, or you can use the USB wired headsets as well with the T56U. We have another question. What are the weight ranges of the headsets?
pH
First,
range?
the weight range, how much do these weigh?
Weight, okay. It's
Yeah.
We've been tested. Our target is to make it lighter than the other brands. So whatever is the USB ones or DECT ones or Bluetooth one, Bluetooth one will be like just close to like the Jabra models. The other one, DECT and USB ones are lighter than the other brands. We want to make it feel, very comfortable after a long-term meeting. So weight is not a problem. You guys are gonna love it.
That's great. We have one more question. When will the BH76 be available?
76 actually, so it's an internal message. I probably shouldn't release that out, but we're gonna optimize on the headband. You can see the headband. We're gonna make it more comfortable. So we plan to release them in Q3, today maybe somewhere around there. But now it's rescheduled to Q4. We're expecting to see it in October.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Spurs, for answering those questions. And that's it for the questions that we have. Now we can move on to the prizes. Awesome. So I'll start sharing my screen. And the first prize goes to Tim Sally. Tim Sally, are you attending this session? If you are, can you please type in a message for us?
Congrats, Mike.
Perfect. Tim is here. Congratulations, Tim. I'll get in touch with you later. Now, let's check out the winner for the second headset. So as I mentioned, we'll be giving away 2 headsets. And this one goes to Norton. Norton, are you here? Perfect. Congratulations, Norton. I'll get in touch with you as well. Norton, if you can drop your email address for me in chat, that would be awesome. Perfect. All right. Thank you so much, guys. And we'll get in touch with the winners and give out the prizes. Hope this session has been valuable for you guys. And Spurs, thanks for sharing so much information with everyone here today. And
Thank
I hope
you.
our partners had a great time. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be ending the webinar now. I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers. Bye-bye.
妈呀！说完了。对啊，赶紧下去拿吃的。